It's signing day for college basketball, and we're joined by TU women's basketball head coach Matilda Mossman. And coach, we're going to talk about several players here, but certainly you're pretty proud of this recruiting group. It's a really diverse group, isn't it?
They're diverse, and I think they're going to be really exciting to watch. We got the three early. Well, you start back with we got one as a transfer and set out this year. Then we signed three early, and then these two that we added today. So it's really we've kind of reshaped our team, even though we only lost three players. Just a phenomenal group, a group that's got great energy. They're exciting. They're exciting to watch. They're going to be great for our culture, and just counting down the days till we can get in the gym with them, whenever that's going to be.
Well, coach, let's get right to it then, and let's go with Summer Blackmore. She's a transfer out of Iowa Western Community College. Tell us about that young point guard.
Well, with losing Alexis Golden this year, and then back in December, we really didn't have a quality backup, and so we started looking for a point guard, knowing that we had to have somebody with some experience. And we had actually seen Summer at an event back in September, and had kind of started following her. And just the more we watched her, the more we got to know her, the more we liked her as a person. And I think she showed a lot of growth this year herself with her team at Iowa Western. Just a great team player, a kid that was very comfortable leading her team. A very humble kid. And then you add in the fact that she's about a 35% career three-point shooter, which is one of our weaknesses too. It's a kid that we really wanted to sign.
Yeah, I was going to say her ability to knock down a three is going to be really important for you as you continue to improve this team, right?
Absolutely. And she was the second leading scorer on her team. So scoring wasn't what she was out there trying to do. I mean, she was more of a facilitator, but could knock down the three if she needed to. And, she's a really good free throw shooter. So her ability to get to the rim and draw fouls and get herself to the free throw line was huge as well.
All right, let's go to a young lady that played high school basketball right here in this area from Jenks, Oklahoma. McKenna Birch, tell us about her. This is another guard for you, right?
Well, I think if you describe her in one word, you just have to say she's a hooper. The kid has really long range, really shoots the ball well. We followed her for a couple of years, and just watching her develop, and she's got a great swag about her as well. I mean, she's got a great confidence in herself, and just mainly her ability to shoot the ball is going to help us so much.
And she's a player that averaged somewhere around 20 points a game as a junior and then 16 as a senior, but she probably developed her game in other areas in that senior year, right?
Well, yeah, she's a lot more rounded now. She's a combo guard. She can play the point. She can play off the ball. We like her a little bit better off the ball, just being able to run her off screens and get her open shots. But I think she has a really high ceiling for improvement here.
Another young lady who played high school ball this past year is Olivia Clayton out of Chakota, Oklahoma. And she obviously has some size. She's at 6'2", so she's going to help you in the bigs area.
Yeah, she gives us size, and not only that, she gives us a rim runner. The kid ran cross country as a second sport. She's involved in a lot of things at her school. She was a manager for the football team. She also threw the shot, did the high jump at high school. So she was involved in a lot of things, but the kid, I think, can run all day. She really knows how to get up and down the floor. She can catch and finish. She's working to develop a little more range, but, from high post and in, she can knock that shot down with ease.
Yeah, and, obviously with your graduation situation, you do need somebody that can pick off a few rebounds, and she averaged over 7 a game in both her junior and senior years. So certainly you're going to need rebounding help from her.
And I think more than just being big and, you assume that if you're tall, you can rebound. She's one of those kids that can go get rebounds outside her area. And, we don't have a lot of people on our team that just go rebound out of their area. So, she runs the floor. She gives us a first post option. She gives us a rebounding option defensively, so that we can get in our transition game.
Jessica Evans is another signee that you inked today, and she's from your old stomping grounds in Norman, Oklahoma, and she's going to be a forward for you, I believe, at 6 foot. Tell us about her.
Yeah, Jessica Evans from Norman North High School. She will come in probably playing that 4 position. She's got a skill set that we could move her to a 3 possibly down the road. She can shoot the 3. She's physical. She's tough. She's got a great ability to lead people. She's just exciting to be around. There's so much energy, and she's another one that's got a lot of confidence in herself, and another one that is going to be great for our culture.
Well, and she's, again, somebody that can go after and get after some rebounds for you, averaged nearly 8 a game in her senior year. So that's another important component of her game, isn't it?
It is. And again, she's one of those kids that can go rebound out of her area. Plus, I mentioned her toughness. She's a strong, physical kid. And, she's got a brother, Jordan Evans, that played football at Oklahoma, and he's now getting ready to start his 4th year with the Cincinnati Bengals as a linebacker. So, that's one of her role models growing up is that big brother. And, she's had to be tough being the youngest child in the family.
And you like to recruit young ladies that are from successful programs, and she led her team to 73 wins in her career there. So you certainly like, getting after young ladies that are on winning teams.
I think that's huge. When guys are used to winning, they bring that mentality to you, and that's the case with a lot of these kids that we're bringing in. They've Jessica Evans' Norman North team, they finished runner-up in the state tournament her junior year. So definitely a kid that's been well coached, and a kid that is accustomed to playing for championships.
Let's talk about one of your transfers that you have in this coming year, Maya Mayberry, who will come to the TU program and join the family, of course, again, coming to us from ORU. So tell us about how that all came about.
Well, it was a situation where when she left Oral Roberts, we were contacted, and she had a huge desire to stay close to home, and wanted to come to Tulsa. Her older sister, Talia, who played for us and is now an assistant coach, this gives Maya an opportunity to play for her sister. And, with Maya, we're getting another outstanding 3-point shooter, I think, for her career. She's shooting in the low to mid 40% from 3. She's another kid that knows how to lead a team. She's been in charge of a team before, and we saw a lot of growth from her in her first 2 years at ORU, and so we're really excited to have her leadership, have her maturity, and have her character here at Tulsa.
And I'm sure it's a plus as well, Coach, to have somebody that's got some Division I experience and averaging over 14 points a game. So that's a big deal, isn't it?
It really is. And, I think the common theme here has been guys that can score. We averaged less than 60 points a game as a team last year. And so obviously that's something we wanted to fix in the recruiting process. And so, again, all these guys that we're bringing in really know how to shoot the ball. They shoot it at a good percentage, and they're going to play hard and be very coachable.
One player that will, I don't want to say rejoin the team because she's been with the team, but will be obviously playing in games for you is Maddie Washington. Tell me about her progress through the year she transferred in and what you're expecting from her.
Well, Maddie's a kid that we recruited out of Red Oak High School, and we ended up being her second choice as a college. But after she's played 2 years at New Mexico, and then wanted to make a change, and we were very open to having her. And I think when we allowed her to transfer to us, we knew what kind of basketball player she was, and we knew what kind of person she was. In terms of coming from a great family, those intangible things. But from the day she stepped on campus, she's shown so much leadership. And for a kid that practiced all year and knew she wasn't going to dress out for a game, her leadership just kind of permeated over the entire team. And I think our kids really respect her, and they look up to her. And so, she might be the biggest surprise out of this entire recruiting class.
And certainly she makes your team better even when she doesn't play for you, when she's at practice and all that sort of thing, as she continues to try to improve her game. So she certainly did pitch in this year, didn't she?
She did. When you're that guy that's sitting out as a red shirt and you're on the second team every single day, she competed. She made our second team better, and as a result, made our first team better. So we're excited about getting her on the floor. We're excited that she's actually going to get to play in games now, and it couldn't happen to a better kid. I mean, this is a kid that she walks in your office and the whole room just brightens up because she's got this big smile on her face, and she's mature, and she just carries herself differently. And so I'm excited about her being one of the leaders on our team.
Well, certainly, I don't think there's any question. Signing day is always exciting, and I know you're a happy coach right now. I'm sure you can't wait to get your hands on these young ladies and get it going and cobble this team together next year.
It really is, and we've had a commitment from Summer and Maya for a few weeks now, and so coming into this day, we've already sat down and looked at all of our incomers and who we have returning, and already kind of trying to formulate a plan in terms of what we want to do offensively. And no secret, we're going to be more guard oriented. And so I think we'll make some changes to our offense to reflect that and put those guards on the floor. But, somebody always develops over the summer that maybe you aren't expecting. So for those returning guys coming in, we're just excited about those guys, and they're looking around. They know we're bringing in quality kids, and so from what we've seen out of those guys so far, they're working really hard to improve their own selves in preparation for this next season.
But it is kind of tough, I'm sure, as each of those young ladies have to do their own thing, so to speak, in our current situation. I know you believe that they are out there working out and that sort of thing, but that's got to be a little bit difficult, I'm sure, huh?
Well, I think everybody's in this situation now where you don't have a lot of control over what your guys are doing, and certainly everyone has different resources. So we'll find out in September, October, November who really did the work during the COVID-19 time. Who did the work, because we're going to be able to tell that when they do all get to campus.
Coach, appreciate it. I know it's a great day, and stay safe, and we'll see you soon.
Okay, thanks, Bruce. It's been a pleasure, and we are excited about this group coming in.